Alright, in this video, I'm going to be taking the exhaust off of my 2005 Kawasaki Brute Force and doing a modification I saw online. People saying that they like it more than spending the $300 or $400 on a aftermarket slip-on. But starting in on that, you can see it here. There's two here and there. There's two 12mm bolts to take loose. And then another section of the exhaust from the back cylinder. You got to take it loose there. And there's a few shrouds you got to take off as well. Pretty simple. You can see where it ties in here on the dual exhaust comes in, or the headers come in. You got to loosen up this one, this clamp right here, where the front cylinder's header comes off. Okay, so I got it out. You can see that rear header is welded to the muffler. Basically, make sure you pull off the all the shrouds, make your life easier. So you just loosen up this bolt here. I pulled it clear out actually, and then it'll slide off the other tailpipe here, or the other piece of the header. And the trickiest part is you got to pull your battery bay. Pull the ground off the negative there, and set it aside, and then you can leave the positive connected and just kind of move your battery around. But that'll give you access to back down in there where the header connects in. Okay, I'm getting ready to do the next steps here. One of them in which you can see where they got the end cap welded onto the muffler. This needs to be cut. Try to do it as clean as you can, but I mean, who really cares? It's a muffler. There's also these little tack welds that they have here to help hold in the silencer. It's about this big within here. Once you cut this, you gotta grind this and this. There's a couple more. One there, one there. But if you grind those out, that'll release. After you cut clear around this, it'll release the chamber. So you can slide this out, and we'll pick up from there. Okay, this is loose. Here's your silencer. This is the end cap. And I am going to cut it right about here. About as close as I can get to this little shoulder, little collar right here. I'm going to cut that right there, which is going to do away with the silencer. Alright, I used a cutting wheel on a grinder to cut through the silencer, and the next step is to pull out the fiberglass and the inside baffle there. So all you're left with is just the end cap and this little outer metal shell here. Alright, I got the end cap all finished up. See, I got the silencer out and the collector. All the fiberglass is gone. A little tricky right here where it's welded. The silencer's welded in. Was a little tricky to get that to pop loose, but it just takes time. Not too bad though. So that'll go weld right back on here. And then you can see the turbine in here. I've kind of started to cut this fin. In the thread online, the guy pulled this completely out, but it's tacked in here too, tack welded, and I really didn't want to pull that out. But I'm using a multi-tool cut blade, and you can see it's doing a great job. I cut it a little ways, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to lengthen these out, probably go about another 1/4 inch from that one there. And I think that's going to give you enough room when I open those fins up a little more. You can see behind to the baffle, you can see the opening where it comes from the front of the muffler back here to the rear. That's the only opening in the baffle chamber. And what the guy did online is he took a 3/8 drill bit and he drilled 12 more holes down here in this area. And I have a long drill bit I'm going to use to reach through these fins. And I think if I just take my time and use that long drill bit, I can just do it without having to take this out. So that's what I'm going to do. You guys can pull this out if you want. I just figured for the sake of time and hassle, I'll leave it in the muffler. Okay, you can see I made my cuts, lengthened my fins, took a pair of pliers and widened those out. And then you can see down through now, I ended up doing 11. I felt good at that amount. You can see I drilled all those little holes, and I was able to do that with this 3/8, real long 3/8 bit. Let me reach down through there just fine. You can see the main opening out of the baffle chamber right there. But yeah, worked really good. So next steps, get this cleaned up. I'm gonna get the cap welded back on and get it sanded up and painted. Alright, here it is back on the bike, all welded up. I used some Rust-Oleum high temp 2000 degree header paint. Here it is, finished product. Muffler's all done. The jet kit's all installed. It's a completely different machine. The hand warmer's on. Fired up for you guys.